Hi everyone, it's Tawney, and there's my cat Chad. He is being very clingy tonight, being very active and wanting to play. Just kind of want to get on the vlog here and chit chat about my night and my plans for Christmas slash my birthday. I'm currently watching basketball because the NBA is back. Um, my team, the Boston Celtics, beat the Milwaukee Bucks by a point, and very excited about that. I was kind of thinking we were going to lose, so I was like really excited to see we won. I am drinking some rosé grape, non-alcoholic sparkling grape juice or whatever. It's really good. Comes in a really cute pink um bottle. If you get the holiday version, it comes in like a fully pink bottle. If you get the non-holiday, it's just like a regular label with like some pink on it instead of like the red or the green, which is really cool and I think it's pretty, but the pink wrapping is like so cute. Let me show you because I have one right here. I have a cinnamon candle burning right now. This is one from DW Home. I bought it at TJ Maxx. And then this is the sparkling rosé grape juice. It is very good and tastes like wine without being wine. So that's kind of a plus. I mean, I like my wine, but sometimes I don't want to drink alcohol. So that's kind of a nice alternative. Makes me feel like I'm drinking alcohol without it actually being alcohol. I have my Christmas tree all decorated. I have a stocking hung on the door just for decoration. I'm kind of ready for Christmas, but at the same time, I kind of like don't want it to come quite yet. I kind of want to like enjoy the anticipation because I feel like whenever Christmas comes, it comes and it like flies by and then it's over and everyone's like, by the 26th, their decorations are down. They're done with Christmas, ready to move on, getting ready for Valentine's Day or Easter, things like that. And I want to savor Christmas. I'm one of those people that I like to leave my Christmas tree up like as long as possible. So like the end of January is about like how I feel. But this time last year, I think I took my tree down before my birthday, but mainly because I think I don't have enough room for my tree. But now I'm going to leave my tree up. My birthday is 4 days after Christmas. So it's too early for me to take my Christmas tree down and all the decorations. But at the same time, like, it's my birthday. I don't want to celebrate Christmas. I want to celebrate my birthday. So I think I'm going to leave them up this year because they just kind of put me in a better mood, especially my Christmas lights that are on the banister there. I really think they look really cool, and my Alexa controls them, so that's really nice. So I can tell her to turn them on whenever I first walk in the door, so it lights up my apartment. I just kind of, I don't know. I've been needing that little bit of a pick me up, and Christmas lights always do that for me. And then my tree has been doing that for me because it's looked really nice. I put it up just a couple days after I moved in because I'd been wanting to put it up since like November. But because I was moving, I didn't want to get it out and then have to put it away. And I had nowhere to put it at the old place. So, oh, and speaking of Christmas lights, I don't know if any of you guys watched the Christmas light special show thing that's on TV. It's on ABC. We had heard last year that someone in our area was going to be on that show. So we just kind of like didn't really think anything of it. Everyone watched the show last year and he wasn't on there. So we're like, okay, well, we don't know what's going on, but whatever. And everyone just kind of forgot about it. Well, then this year I was told that he was going to be on, but this was back like Thanksgiving time. So then my mom and I tried to watch it and he wasn't on there. So then we found out he was going to be on the December 23rd episode. So he was on, and I immediately wanted to turn my TV off. I'm not really going to go into specifics, but it pretty much like ruined my night. I'm still kind of like pissy about it, but that's just like me. It's just, not something that should bother me, but it is bothering me. But it turns out he won the $50,000, so that's pretty cool, especially because we didn't think that his lights were like as good as some of the other people. Like, I feel like a lot of these people have like fields worth of lights and they have this whole setup, and his are just kind of like cardboard, well, not cardboard cutouts, but like wood cutouts that are painted. And while he did do them all himself and it looks really nice, it's just not quite as like flashy and like out there as the rest of them. So it was kind of cool to see him win, and he seems like a really good guy. I know my dad's met him before, so that's kind of, kind of cool. And I think it's nice for like the area because our area is not like the greatest. I told my mom, I was like, watch, they'll come into town and be like, okay, when are we leaving? Because I want to go. Like, lock your doors, run. Like, we are the worst county in my state for COVID. We have one of the worst cities of crime in my state. Things are going downhill. They recently tore down a big block of houses so they could put in a shopping area and restaurants and things like that. Like little like family restaurants, not really anything major because our town's like not, we don't have anything fancy. But so yeah, they kind of did that whole like um if you studied sociology, you know what I'm talking about, where they relocate crap. Like they get rid of an area full of crap and the crap just disperses and finds new areas to make crap. That's kind of like, not saying that area was crap, but it wasn't the best. And it's close to my work, by the way. But that's kind of, neither here nor there. But I also wanted to mention I ordered some stuff from Ulta because I was like 140 points from being platinum, I believe, like the second tier, and I needed to hit that before the end of the year, which is a lot of pressure, and I'm kind of annoyed, but it's because of the whole virus and the pandemic that I haven't been able to go shopping as much at Ulta and haven't been able to like get as many points, which probably saved my wallet in the long run. But I ordered all this stuff. Turns out I was low on my points, so I have another order coming in. Hopefully that will bump me up, but I'm thinking it will. But I ordered some things and I'm really excited about them. I had been wanting two of these three items for a while and they had been on sale. And then whenever I saw I was low on points, I'm like, well, guess I'm getting them. And they were still on sale. So the first one I got is the Naked Reloaded palette. It was half off, so it was like $24 instead of the original 48, which is really cool that it was half off. It's not quite something I'm like super excited for. I thought about regifting it or selling it, honestly, but I think I'm going to try and use it because it is a naked palette and it seems really nice. It feels really nice. I have it in the like box packaging, so I don't have like the actual, inside. I'm not going to open it right now, but I'm really excited to try that out and see how I feel about it. The next one is the BH Cosmetics Naughty palette. I have seen so many YouTubers talk about this palette and talk about how nice it is. And I saw Nikita Joy. Yeah, not Nikita Dragon. I don't watch her. And Emily Noel talk about it. And doesn't that just look so nice? Like it has that packaging on it. So it's a little bit like muted in color, but it looks really nice. And whenever I actually first saw these released, this wasn't the palette I wanted. I wanted the Nice palette, which is their smaller version. Same, it's from BH Cosmetics. And I was kind of surprised. It's a 16 pan palette that the color is like not coming in at all. Okay, it's a little bit better there. But it looks better in person. All the shimmers look really nice. I was kind of surprised at how small the pans are. Like they're not very big at all, but I feel like it's not a palette I'm gonna like burn through super fast. So it like no, I don't think I've ever hit pan in any of my eyeshadow palettes. So that says that like I have a lot, but it also says that like this palette will last me even with it being so small. But I'm really excited for all of these and to see what kind of looks I can do. I had ordered from Ulta about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, and usually their shipping's like kind of slow, but not like super slow. And it said it was going to be delivered before Christmas. So I was like, okay, that'll be nice. Like I can do a Christmas look, do a Christmas video with these Christmas palettes. And then I got an email saying it was going to be delayed and be delivered after Christmas, closer to my birthday. So I was like, okay, this will be a birthday present instead of a Christmas present for myself. And luckily, I hadn't ordered anything for like family or friends or anything, so I didn't have to worry about it being late. And then my sister texted me the other day and she's like, it's here. And I was like, oh, okay, it's early. So that's kind of nice. So I'm super excited to try those out. Christmas is in 2 days. We are at the 23rd. I'm going to my parents' house tomorrow for breakfast. We like to go to Bob Evans for breakfast on Christmas Eve, but my sister's being like, well, not being, but she's a little bit like worried with the pandemic, which as she should be, which we all should be, but she's a little bit afraid that going out, being in public, being in crowds, being in a place where you take your mask off, she just doesn't really want to do any of that. So my parents, instead of going without her or not including her, like, because we asked her and she's like, no, I don't really want to go. I want to stay home. She kind of just was like, I don't want to be there. And so my parents were like, well, we'll do something at home. And I'm kind of bummed because that's like a tradition for us to go out for breakfast on Christmas Eve. But I understand like with the circumstances, things are going to be different. Like I should just be glad that I'm seeing my family for Christmas. So I kind of like, while I'm disappointed, I'm trying not to let it bother me or bring me down. So we're going to have breakfast tomorrow and then probably just going to hang out at my parents' house and just not really do much. Yeah, because I have tomorrow off from work, and then Christmas is on Friday, and usually when I lived at home, we would wake up at 5 a.m. to open up presents. And this year, my parents were like firmly against 5 a.m. Meanwhile, my sister and I are like, nope, 5 a.m., that's what we do. Like, our bodies tell us to wake up at 5. Like, even when we set an alarm, we still, like, don't even need it. Like, we just know. And I don't know if it's maybe that, like, Christmas rush that, like, you get in that like whole, you're so excited, you're just ready to open presents, you're ready for Christmas to start, you're just ready for all of that. So it just like makes it hard for you to sleep. That's how I felt the night that I was getting ready to move in here. I was just so excited that I was like, I feel like a kid on Christmas. I can't sleep. I'm just so ready to get it started and get moved and be happy. But so we are gonna we're gonna unwrap presents. I'm gonna have a bunch here at my place, and my parents will have some for me there at their house. And then we're gonna go to my nan's, who lives right across the street, for breakfast, because that's our tradition as well. And then for lunch, my parents and my sister are going to come to my place and we're going to have lunch. And I have a bunch of stuff planned. I have a recipe for scalloped potatoes and a recipe for antipasta. I don't know if you guys have ever had that. I've never made it before, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to try and make it tomorrow. So that way, if it doesn't work, then I'm not like, serving garbage or wasting my time on Christmas, because I know I won't have a whole lot of time to make stuff. And then I have a ham, and I think I'm going to do green beans as well, just because it goes well with the ham. And then I also have a pineapple filling recipe that I'm going to do. That's kind of like a pineapple custard type, like a pineapple bread pudding kind of a thing. And it's really good. And my mom wanted that, and I know my dad really likes it. And then we were going to go to my nan's for Christmas dinner and to swap presents, because we always do a secret Santa. We pick someone's name from our family, because my mom has 4 sisters, so there's a bunch of grandchildren and all of us. But because of everything going on, no one really feels safe being in like a large, capacity. And you can only have like 6 people, I believe, in our state now. And they're kind of discouraging Christmas as a whole, like everyone is. So like it's to be expected. So we're not sure if we're going to do anything with my nan for that evening. We're all just going to have to like drop the presents off whenever you stop by, pick them up. If you didn't make it, get them the next day. Like, we have to treat it like we're adults and understand we're not going to get our presents on Christmas night, and that things aren't going to be the way they were, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just kind of like, it sucks because I want things to be normal. Like, I was telling my mom, for New Year's, we always go to my nan's, and she always has the TV playing the New Year's Eve specials, and people flip-flop back and forth. One table has, kids card games or rummy or things like that. And then the big table in the dining room has poker, and all of us get together and play poker. We filter in and out. My nan's bar is filled with food and dips and snacks and things like that to eat all night. And we just kind of hang out as a family, and like people come and go. And then at midnight, we shoot off the guns, and, we leave our quarter out, because if you leave money out, then you get money in the new year, which never works for me. I feel like I need to leave like a Ken doll, so maybe I'll find a boyfriend. Uh, it like with like it's worth a shot. I mean, it's worth a shot. I can find a really cheap Ken doll, probably in my nan's basement. She has one. Just throw it out in the yard, and then a couple days later, oh, I found it. I'll put it back. And like, okay, where's my boyfriend? But so I told my mom I don't even know if that's gonna happen. So I might end up inviting some people to my place to hang out. But I don't know, because I don't want to just like sit on my couch and watch the ball drop. I'm okay with being at someone else's house while that happens. So I'm kind of like bummed about that. And then my birthday is the 29th. So I'm bummed about that, because my mom was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, well, I wanted to go shopping, but the town that we go shopping in is in a different state, and their state's rules are like really harsh right now. They're like, if you are traveling from out of state, but you're not working, and like, if it's not for work or any reason, then they like want you to test and quarantine for 14 days. So they literally want us to quarantine to go an hour away from our house to shop, which is ridiculous, but it shows how serious this whole thing is. And I told my mom, like, there's no indoor eating, so it kind of like defeats the purpose of going. And then we could go an hour south, which would stay in our state, but my dad doesn't like going down to that town because of the road, and like, to travel to get there, it's not the greatest road compared to the other one that's out of state. So I don't know what we're going to even do for my birthday, which I'm kind of bummed about, because I thought like the whole year I would at least have a good birthday. I'm like, oh, my birthday's in December. Everything will be fine by November. Like, I figured like come election time, we'd all be back to normal. Like, I honestly thought like everyone would just like forget this ever happened. But I thought that at Easter time. So like clearly, I'm not an expert at all in this. Don't call me Dr. Fauci because I have no, no knowledge of anything. But I only have a master's, not a doctorate. But so I don't know what we're gonna do for my birthday. I told my mom like I just want a Dairy Queen ice cream cake and like a dinner. Like just make me something nice for dinner, like just try and like do something. And then I don't know, I'll figure out some time or way to like do some shopping or whatever. Cause I love after Christmas shopping. I love getting all the deals and the discounts and just like spending all my birthday and Christmas money and just, you know, splurging a little bit because it's my birthday. So I don't know. This year's just been so crazy and I'm just kind of like I'm tired. I've heard it's been called like COVID fatigue, and I totally feel that. I have been feeling that since like April. Like around Easter time was when I started really feeling it because I kept thinking like April 1st, go back to normal. Easter, go back to normal. Then at that point, I was like, we're all screwed. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, we're just quarantined forever. Like, never go back to work. Life's going to be, hectic like this. We're just going to live in our houses and like it's never going to end. And now I'm just kind of like, we had lifted restrictions and everyone just kind of forgot about all of this. Like, we honestly, like, we wore our masks and we washed our hands a little bit more, but everyone just kind of like was like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. We'll go back to normal. And now here we are almost about to go into a second quarantine. So that's kind of nice. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. It's just not the greatest situation. And then, like, with everything else that's been happening, it hasn't really added. Like, if I was in a better situation, like, if I had a better apartment from the get go, if I didn't have crappy neighbors to deal with, if I wasn't dealing with, like, a horrible breakup that's, like, ruined my life this year. Like, I don't want to say it was, like, ruined my life because breakups are never that serious, but, like, everything that I've done for the last year has to change now because I don't have that other person and like things that I used to do like to kill time on the weekends and things that I did in the evenings are now so drastically different. And it's so hard to like pick up where I like left off because like I met that guy when I first moved into my old place. Like I had literally been alone for 3 weeks in my apartment. And then we met and then he moved in like 2 months later. So I really like didn't get to figure out what I was going to do by myself. And now that I'm by myself, everything is like so like I watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy at 7. I watch, sports and stuff on TV. I play video games, but it's so quiet and like it's not even that like we were very talkative when we did stuff. It was just that other person. And I've tried, the whole dating thing. I've met 2 decent guys, but I just didn't feel like it just didn't work out. And I've tried dating apps because that's how I met my ex, and it just isn't working out there either. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do. And then the whole pandemic thing's not really helping because it's hard to go out and meet people whenever you're so afraid of like getting sick and you don't know what anyone's like how they're feeling about the virus. So like because I'm okay going out to eat doesn't mean someone else is, but I'm not at that point that I want to go meet someone at their house. Like I am very like adamant about going, like I want to go out in public. I want it to just be a dinner and maybe like walk around the mall or something like while we do a little bit of shopping, but nothing like lingering or anything. Like just get in, get out, and that kind of be it. So and it's really hard because then you like, well, we can go hang out at one of our places, but I'm not at that point. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. This year's just full of so many unknowns and like I don't know what's going to happen or like what's going on. So I'm just trying to like deal and cope with everything, just trying to like understand things better. My friends and family have been really helpful this year, so that's kind of nice. And having my cat around's been really nice. It was a little hard for the first like week whenever I moved in because my guinea pig passed away like the day after I moved in, which I was expecting because I didn't really think he would make it long. And at least he made it to the new place, but he didn't even really get to like enjoy it. Like I had him out once and I just held him because I knew he like just would have sat on the floor and that would have been it. He wouldn't have moved around or anything. So it was kind of hard like not having him and just being really by myself. So I was like, yeah, I need a cat. So I told my landlord, I'm like, look, I'm going to need this cat. Like, I can't do this. Like, I really just need the roommate of, this animal. So now I have Chad, my male companion. So yeah, I think I'm going to get off and finish watching the game. and hang out with my cat and see what happens for the rest of the night. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. I don't think this video will be posted by Christmas, so if you see this after Christmas, I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you have a happy new year. Stay safe, safe travels if you do travel. Wear a mask, sanitize your hands, wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart. I don't know what else to tell you. Put your money out, put your Ken doll out. Like, we're going to save for 2021 if we can help it. If we can, we're going to try and do this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell somewhere down below so you get notified on when I upload my videos. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!